Welcome to the EPISD Digital Discoveries, exploring the world of education technology in the El Paso Independent School District.
Hi class, I'm your teacher, Miss Fields.
Robert Lopez, botanist.
Akira Harris, neurologist.
Ryan Hill, sustainability chief.
Julia Parker, author.
Solar engineer.
Ballerina.
Programmer.
Geologist.
Aerospace engineer.
Triathlete.
Filmmaker.
Architect. Artist.
John Curtis, astronaut.
You can visit ProjectShareTexas.org, a new online community where Texas teachers can collaborate, share ideas, and bring a world of experts to the classroom.
See you tomorrow, class.
Hi, welcome to this segment of Digital Discoveries, and if you hadn't figured it out by now, we're going to be talking about Project Share Texas, which is something that is available for every teacher and every student in the state of Texas. It is something that's purchased by the state of Texas for teachers to do online collaboration. It's a huge, huge project, and we're going to talk about just a little slice of it today. In upcoming segments, we'll talk about a little bit more, and hopefully throughout the course of time, we'll have everybody up and running. So. What is Project Share? Project Share is it's an online portal that provides teachers and students. Last year it was just teachers, but now it's students access to a wide variety of training opportunities. It's open to all teachers in the state of Texas. So why are you even interested in this? Why would anyone even want to be going up to Project Share? Why would you even be going there? Well, if you think about how the classroom of today is moving, there's a whole lot of it becoming part of the social web. Try to think of Project Share kind of like you would think of Facebook, but instead of your friends being your relatives or your acquaintances, your friends on Project Share are going to be other teachers in the state of Texas, because every other teacher in the state is on Project Share. So if you are looking for ideas for your professional learning community, if you're looking for some experts in particular topics, then Project Share is the place to go. So how do you get to Project Share? Well, you just saw the graphic on the web address. It's projectsharetexas.org. And every teacher in EPISD has an account on Project Share. This is the screen that you would see once you log into Project Share. It's going to pop up, and you know you're there when it says Project Share. So you log in, and it's going to ask for your username and password. Now, your username is always going to be your EPISD username. If you're a teacher in EPISD, the username is your EPISD username, not the whole email address, just your username. So for instance, my username is TB Holt. So I would type in TB Holt, that's a username, and your password is the password that you were given. Now, I know that a lot of people have forgotten their password, or they got an email, they didn't know it was from Project Share, they kind of threw it away. And so if you've forgotten your password, you don't know what your password is, there's a little button underneath the login that actually says, if you forgot your username or your password, you click right there, it'll send you your password to your email address. Okay, so what happens once you log in to Project Share? You're going to go to a place called the portal. It's kind of like if you're familiar with Facebook, when you log into Facebook, there's all that first screen, and then you can go to other places like your farm or wherever you're playing on Facebook. Project Share is something very, very similar. You get this portal, and what you're looking at right here is the portal, and it's kind of like your map to all the other places in Project Share. So there's a lot here to do, and so we're going to look at just some of the things on the left-hand side on your portal. If you click on that, it'll come up with a whole bunch of different stuff, and this kind of gives you an idea of what's going on right now in Project Share. There's things I need to know. This first box here kind of gives you what's going on in your account, how many people have visited your account, how many postings that you've read. Now it looks to me like I've got a lot of unread messages that I got to go read. There's 113 of them because I'm so popular. That's what it is. Over on the right-hand side, there'll be some announcement that's going on. For instance, Project Share always has something really big in Austin with the South by Southwest Festival. If you're a teacher in middle or high school and you're working out with ELPS and you have to do ELPS-related activities, this A+ Rise is for you because it gives you all those ELPS strategies. We can talk about that a little bit later. The Epsilon postings right here in the center, these are the people that have posted that are your friends, you know, just like in Facebook, when your friends say something, you get a little message that says, you know, your mom just posted this or your husband just posted this. Well, these are my friends in Epsilon. These are the teachers that I am following in Facebook. Like, for instance, Jamie Osborne from LaPorte ISD. I follow him, and so he's got some stuff up there. And so this is the portal. This is the place where you automatically would log in. So why would you be interested in this? What is a possible reason that you would be using Project Share? A lot of people might look at this and think, oh my goodness, this is just another thing that I have to do. Well, there's some really interesting things that you can do in Project Share. For instance, you can create an online portfolio of your teaching, of all the things that you've done. You can create a website. You can create a website in Project Share. It's not a fancy website. It doesn't have a lot of flash and all that kind of stuff in it. But you can create a website that you can use to communicate back with your parents, or your home community, or with your students. As soon as you log in to Project Share, automatically you've got a website, whether it's populated or not. And then when you go into my portfolio here, these are the things that you would put on your website. Contact info, welcome notes, pictures, videos. These are the kinds of things that you would put on your website. You could even start a blog. You can even start your own blog. And that's another section that we're going to do on blogging. But let me tell you this, if you're a teacher and you're trying to get students to respond back to you, a blog is a great way to have students respond back and do a classroom discussion. And that's great for probably grades 4 and above. Those are, I've seen blogs used in grades 4 and above, and they're great ways to get students talking, especially those students that don't like to raise their hand in class. They don't mind virtually raising their hand. So I'm going to pop back out to my portal here, not my portfolio, but my portal. And you can see there's a whole bunch of, there's lots of different things. We're going to explore in each segment all the different things that you can do on Project Share. But I'm just going to tell you there's some really cool things here. One thing that does happen is that, again, immediately as soon as you log in, it creates a website for you. So I'll give you an example of what that website looks like. There's Tim Holt's website. It's not very fancy. They all kind of look the same. Some of the things that you can do on this website is you can pretty much pick the colors, and that's about it. But you can add lots of content. So I picked blue as mine. But if you're at Franklin High School, you might want to pick purple. If you're at Andrus or Austin, you might want to pick maroon. So you get the idea. Burgess, you might want to pick, again, another purple color. So you get the idea of what you can do. In upcoming segments, we're going to talk about all the different things that you can do with Project Share beyond just the portal. But today, we just wanted to look at how to log into Project Share. Use your username, your EPISD username. Your password is sent to you. If you've forgotten your password, just click that password there and start exploring. You can't break it, and so go ahead and explore it. And I want you to think about that question right there. Can you think of some uses of Project Share that you can do with your students? And in upcoming segments, we're going to talk about that. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for joining us on the EPISD's Digital Discoveries. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we look forward to seeing you next time.